Alright, what's up, folks? Took a week off of streaming, I guess, just because of travels and that sort of thing, but I'm back now, and I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time on, like maybe this one streaming session I'm going to spend. Maybe more. Maybe I'll spend more in the future, but I don't want to spend too much time on Dijkstra's algorithm on stream just because I'll have other things I want to get to while streaming. Like, IDEs is a topic I really want to start exploring soon, and then also there's at least one other topic I'm forgetting about it. I'll think of it, but it doesn't matter. Um, so You have, I gave myself a list of things to do, and most of these things are actually things I need to do within the new repository that I made. I think, first of all, I do want to just double check on Hackage and see if there's anything there. Um, Hackage search Dijkstra. Because this thing's already there. So this is monad Dijkstra, Dijkstra simple. So I'm curious, and these are actually fairly recent. So I am kind of curious how these folks implemented it. Someone has a whole comment server. Okay, so downloads 22, monad Dijkstra. I'm gonna start looking at some of these before I really like spend a lot of time trying to like publish this, because if guard command line doesn't sound pure priority search queues, generic deriving. Okay, so this stuff all sounds like what I was wanting to do, but I want to see what APIs people use. Okay, BFS. So this looks. So we take a function to generate the next states given a current state. So variable state to bool. Predicates to determine if solution is found. Yeah, this looks more or less like what I would do. So what does this guy do with Dijkstra? Oh, also, what are these? So these people say algorithm dot search. Interesting. Predicate determine a solution is found. So none of these use type families, which is probably good on the whole. These all use they're much more functional in terms of having higher level functions. So like okay, state to list of states. What is this function? State to cost. Okay. So this this one definitely seems like it's along the lines of what I would want to do, but it would be interesting to do a form of comparison and say like, okay, what does it look like with mine versus this one? You can change font with a twist. Dijkstra sock. A star, very similar concept. Estimate. Utility incremental costs. Function to generate a list of costs between neighboring states. So yeah, so this is a very interesting. I think this does a lot of things I'm trying to do, but with some different sorts of rules, or at least not rules. I should say, but it's a different structure, and that's it's using pure functions rather than type families. And that's a very interesting, um, that's a comparison article I can make. I'd say it's given that this exists, it's probably not worth it for me to actually put something on. So I wonder what this approach does. So this says for all VEA waiter edge 2. So we have a graph, we have a V, and we have a waiter. What is a waiter? So this is, okay, so this is forcing the user to use a particular type of map, and a waiter is, yeah, so this one is, I would say, like Dijkstra simple compared to the search algorithms. This is much more forces you to essentially like follow a specific format here. So this is a lot more generalizable. I could probably import this, and I could make this work with most of what I'm doing. What I think, comparing this to my API, so like let's look at what the user actually has to do here, which because basically with this one, all we do is we say, okay, this is a node type, this is a distance, this is a node type, this is a distance type, and how do I get the edges? If you could tell me how I get the edges and how I get the edges and the costs, so that's one of these functions, essentially, then you can just, that's what this is a combination of these two. It's a combination of these two, and I wonder if this is, so I'm basically doing a version of this. You have to supply this. And this was another generalization I kind of wanted to make. And again, this one uses ordered rather than hashable. We don't have an well, actually, we kind of have an equals constraint via ord. So it's an idea. Initial state. So yeah, I think on the whole, this library pretty much does what I would like to do. So definitely don't see a need for me to publish this, though. It's doing this with type families is an interesting novelty in my opinion. So I'll probably publish an article in that vein, but I probably won't bother actually putting this code on Hackage, which is fine. So moving on from that, what are some other, I really want to think about IDEs, and specifically thinking, okay, what are, I want to consult a list of Haskell IDs. I want to be like, okay, how many of these have I actually used? Like, and I want to just sort of, I'm curious. So VS Code. This is something I've seen. Wait, hold on. Okay, so all of these are different Haskell extensions for VS Code. And I think I've tried using these before. But IntelliJ, integrated debugging, autocomplete suggestions. Atom. I looked into Atom in the past, and I didn't really like it. It felt a little too much like micromanaging stuff. Is there Sublime on here? So it's Spacemax, Emacs, Dante. Surprised Dante made it on before like Sublime. So Vim. Sublime, okay, so here's Sublime. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of curious to try some of these out. Seems like it's almost workable. The cons appear to be the manual install process. Complete lack of guidance in the user experience. But I can't recommend this to clients. How recent was this? I'm curious. It seems fairly recent. So this is 2020, so yeah, this is probably more recently than I was looking at articles. What does the Haskell wiki say? IDE rows incomplete, but it's in motion. Any choices? Syntax highlighting is a must. Haskell language server can be cleared from most of the editors below. That's interesting. So VS Codium is proprietary counterpart. Oh, what is VS Codium? I've never actually heard of this. Oh, okay. So that's an open source of VS Code. Interesting. The cache from Nix, but I don't use Nix. Every time I've tried to use Nix, it just hasn't really gone all that well. Atom is very similar to Sublime Text 2, which is now discontinued. Sublime Text is discontinued. That's important. Sublime is that's what I use pretty much all in college. Hadn't yet learned Vim. Atom was bankrolled by GitHub and is now pretty much dead. That's interesting. That's good. Okay, so that's interesting stuff to know about. So maybe I'll focus on let's see here, GHCA, this is, so I'll probably skip Atom, actually. I'll definitely do VS Code. Go through what I've got with IntelliJ. And maybe try to do some Vim. Every time I've tried to do like really special Haskell stuff with Vim, yeah, like using the Haskell language server, it's always been a little dicey, and I'm not sure I've ever really gotten it to work all that positively. I'm also just for how much I love Vim key bindings. I don't really use I don't use Vim plugins that much. I'm not all that experienced with that. So that can be, a good source of learning for me. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take a quick look at something here. Give me a sec. Yeah, something like a lot of these do instead of had them in Sublime, given that those really aren't really being actively worked on anymore. But I'll spend some time messing around with VS Codium. This seems like a good thing for me to be working with. Here's the ones you're tracking according to. You don't have to download build from source. That's good. That would be a little bit annoying. This project includes special build scripts. Okay, so let's get our latest release here. Oh, okay. VS Codium when 64, I think is what I see 132 here, which is fine. Curious what all these things mean. What IA32 mean. Should I know that? Yeah, I think we're at 32, 64. I think that's right. I'm definitely x64 here. Mm. Oh my gosh, I just want to open one file. Is this really? Do I really have to do this? Is this really? Oh my goodness. Everyone just stop. You're giving me way too much stuff. Just stop. Just stop. Okay. You gave me way too many windows, so I'm not going to use your product. Sorry. That's just how it works. Oh, that's right. Windows 10 now includes native support for tar files. That's a really good thing to know. Alright, we're using the Windows command prompt. Holy cow. I don't even know. Holy moly, where are we on the system? This is not helpful if you just dump me. Okay, oh my gosh. Are all of the, and this is where we ask, are all of these arguments necessary? Oh, what was the name of this file again? Okay. You want folder extraction. Create a folder. Not found in archive. What do you... Okay, a bunch of stuff is happening. Did that work? I don't know. I don't know. Let's open this up. Actually, it seems like that might have actually worked. It surprises me when things actually work. Oh, winget? That's an option. I've never used any of these. Winget, Choco, Scoop. I don't know what any of those are. But anyways, which one of these things do I actually open? Bin, remote CLI, Codium server. Okay, but that's not what I want your. I unzipped your whole thing. Now I want to. I don't want your server. I want the thing. Out. What, guys? You gotta help me out. I'm not a very smart guy. Build instructions. Build instructions. Holy moly. I thought I wasn't building from source. Wait, what? This project includes special build scripts that clone Microsoft's VS Code and upload the resulting binaries for you. Why are you telling me, why are you giving me build instructions? You're telling me I didn't have to build. Do I even have WinGet? Oh, I guess I do. Maybe I'll just use that. Oh my god, this is gonna be... It's not clear at all what file I'm supposed to use. Like, none of those things are actually really doing what I want. They're starting servers, they're giving me Node, but that's not what I want. Okay, let's see if this works. Is there a setup thing I missed in here? Just here, it's not server, it's not package, it's none of that. That doesn't make sense. Oh, there it is, okay. Looks like we're working now. We're gonna exit out of that. Okay, dark high contrast. Oh, that kind of hurts. I like dark. That's weird. Let's do normal dark mode. Okay. Let's open up our code. Let's pick a folder. Now, does this let me do WSL? That's the next question. So I have to remember where that actually goes. Well, I need an extension to do this. Extension runs commands directly in WSL. Install Windows 7. Install the remote development extension pack. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I need an extension. So let's start looking. Let's see how easy it is to get Visual Studio extensions. Explorer. I don't want to do that. Extensions. That's what we want. Okay, so first we need remote development, which is actually what I use at work, and I find it to be very, very effective. Except, what? No, I don't want something written by Gene P413. This is written by Microsoft. Why is this not the top option? What the heck? I don't have to pay for this, do I? What is going on here? I'm so confused. Why is Why am I not seeing this? Should obviously be install. Of course, it doesn't apparently. Okay, apparently you don't have all the extensions that. Uh, okay. What? So you're telling me VS Codium does not have all the extensions that VS Code has? That could be kind of problematic. Because I don't want to develop on Windows in Haskell. It's just not fun. Like, we can get Haskell and we can get these different tools. And it's still a lot. I'm not sure I'm getting the full extensions list. Because this is not the names that I was seeing here. Like, this is showing me that I can get development on Linux, Mac. Oh, what? So this is saying Haskell, Haskell, and Haskell language server. Are those options here? Haskell. I don't see it. I just see all this stuff. So are you telling me that this isn't really fully featured? If I can't, like, the whole point of Visual Studio is you can get a lot of good extensions. If I can't, or if I feel like the telemetry might be worth actually getting the extensions I want. And because I'm not seeing the ones that they're referring to. Uh-huh. Well, let me read this article. Maybe this will explain what's going on here. VS Code is configured to use Microsoft VS Code Marketplace. Terms used restrict access to Microsoft Go products only. Only allowed to be used with Microsoft products. VS Codium is configured to use its open VSX registry. This registry is developed and maintained. Okay, so the answer is we're not going to get the Haskell extensions we want using VS Codium, so this was a big waste of time. Great. So I guess I'll just have to, whoops, I installed it twice. Oops. Still not finished. Trying to read the agreement. I'm a good, lawyer person. Not actually a lawyer. Okay, other. Register code as an editor. Yeah, that's fine. I want to be careful about what I'm subscribing to. It told me that might, okay, that may have been an option for telemetry there, but which I would rather not have done, but alas. Anyways, okay. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, getting started with VS Code. Okay, so now I want to go into these extensions, and now hopefully I will can continue what we were doing. Remote development. Yes, this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure out, remember, where did I put this? I have a lot of random browser windows open. Actually, it wasn't here. Was it here? Oops, okay. Okay, so let's say I wanted to open up my bunch of code stuff. Folder is very similar to opening up a Windows folder. Type code. Oh, interesting. I have to go here. Let me go ahead and close this. I want to say, what? Oh, what? Use CVS code fetching components need to run at NWSL. Should only take a short while. After a moment, a new VS Code window will appear, and you'll see a notification that VS Code is opening the folder in WSL. That's interesting. Yes. Okay, so it looks like we have our code, which is neat. If I just, so without having installed any specifically Haskell extensions, I have no syntax highlighting. Ooh, that is painful to look at. So let's go ahead and consider our options here. So you said Haskell and Haskell language server. This is taking a long time to load, but let's try Haskell complete support for casual and expert Haskell development. Okay, now we've got ourselves some syntax highlighting, which is awesome thing to see. Do we have, so when we say complete support, oh, I need a bit of extension. PIM emulation improvement is code. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, so what if I just say equals 5? Are you going to pick up that this is a problem? Not exactly. So what could I also get Haskell language server on top of this? It's just saying Haskell. HLS and the relevant tool chain. Uh-oh, that sounds like it could be a problem. Project requires GHC but it isn't installed. Oh no. Okay, so let's learn some more about the Haskell language server. Because this is, I think, the key to getting stuff like partial compilation. And I'm not sure I've ever really gotten this working before. Features. Structure definition. Great stuff. Find references, completions, formatting. So that looks good. So that's awesome. All this is great features. Lots of good features. Product documentation. How do I install it? Installation. GHC must be installed and on the path. Is that true here? Ew. It's not good. Oh wait, no, that's just standalone. Okay, no, we're good. We're fine. If you're using GHC up to manage your installations, whoops. Right. Uh-oh. Wait. Huh? Architecture, no, I'm not. Wait, what? This one is not actually. I think I'm using WSL too. Not positive. Probably. Probably. If this is saying upgrade WSL, that's probably what I got by default. Anyways, this is GHC up. What the? Okay. What is GHCM? Makes it easy to install specific versions of GHC. Really? Welcome to Haskell. The script can download solo filing binaries GHC up. GHC Cabal stack. You want GHC to automatically add the required path variable. Well, Haskell language server, yes I do. Do you want us to install stack? Well, no, because I've already installed stack, so I'm going to say no. System requirements, please ensure the following distro packages are installed before continuing. Okay. How do I actually check that? Actually, this is something I should know. Next check version. Right, we have apt. Apt command is an option list. Installed. Okay, so I can check all these individually. So I'm just going to do that really quick. Apt list, lib essential, apt list curl, apt list, lib by dev. Lib gmp dev. Oh, wait, hold on. Didn't install that. Yeah, I did. Okay, everything so far looks good. Lib and curses dev. Wait, hold on. Lib and curses. Oh, wait, I think I spelled that right. It seems like that one doesn't exist. Okay, I might need to install that. Okay, so sudo apt get install. Let's look at what? Am I misspelling this? Lib and curses by. That's weird. Okay, you're saying these don't exist. Well, I'm just gonna proceed. It's the worst that could happen. Oh, what? Yeah. Okay. A little confused for a second. Okay, so this could potentially take a little while. But anyways, yeah, our goal here is we want to have Haskell language server because we want to. I mean, if we have HLS, then we should be able to make a Vim-only solution work as well, theoretically. My concern with HLS, when I've used in the past, is that the GHC versions, and by extension the stack packages that it supports, aren't necessarily up to date. So that is a concern of mine here. But we'll just sort of see how it goes. Okay, it's registering a bunch of stuff. So I got 8 minutes here. I'm gonna pass the time with a little bit of chess. Really? What the heck? What is it doing with these curveballs? That's me. Worked. This isn't going so well. Oh, terrible. 33 is okay. Alright, let's see how this download is doing. Okay, all done. To start a simple REPL. Blah, blah, blah. I know how to do that. Let me open a new Ubuntu terminal. Okay, so now we have access to GHCF. So I'm going to actually exit out of here and do this again. Okay. Need to download that. I mean, sure. I'm not opposed, I guess. Okay. Installing project-specific toolchain, HLS, something, GHC9. Okay, so maybe HLS is actually up to date now, which is good. Because it's looking at it's building this project-specific toolchain. It's saying HLS 1.7, GHC 902. All that, stack that. I'm not sure how it came to that conclusion that all that stuff, that like that specific version of everything was needed. I kind of want to look at stackage and just figure out, okay, what are the current, yeah, I mean the current stuff, yeah, it's all JC 9 and 902. Nightly is 924, but yeah, overall this seems like it's the right stack, which is good, but it's still installing all this stuff. So it's going to take a little while to download. Okay, seems like it might be done. It'd be nice if it informed me. Let's see. Okay, that's up to date. That's, oh, that actually doesn't look up to date. It's telling me GHC is, oh gosh, server crashed 5 times in the last 3 minutes. That's not good. Server will not be restarted. Well, okay. Huh. Let's try this again. Because it seems like we have the wrong version of... I didn't have a version of GHC before, and it seems like I now have the wrong version. I'm just using 8.10.7 when the toolchain was asking for... was asking for 902. So that's a little dubious. Yeah, it seems like a problem. Okay. Yeah, I've never used GHC up before. I should probably actually get a lot more familiar with that. It seems like it's very useful here. GHC up. What else? Like, is there an HLS executable? GHC up, install HLS. New GHC up. Oh wait. Already installed. GHC up. Check my version. This is Haskell language services. This isn't going to tell me about that. Anyways, okay, we'll probably continue working on this in the next stream on Saturday. So that'll be another 60-minute stream. So if you were show up tonight, thank you so much, and hope to see you again soon.